Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nitya Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitya Gaura Hari Bol. Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. Gurudev, 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 Gurudev. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Mirnala Gauram Sthiti Vasasam Spurat Kirata Kiyora Katitra Kanganam Prasanna Vaktra Arunalochanam Vritam Dadrasa Siddheshwara Mandale Prabhu Mirnala Gauram Sthitivasanam Spurat. Mirnana Gauram Sthitivasanam Vasasam Spurat. Kirata Keura Katira Kankana. Kirita Keura Katitra Kankana. Prasanna Vaktraro Nalochanam Vratam. Prasanna Vaktraro Nalochanam Vratam. Dadrasa Siddheshwara Mandalai Prabhu. Nirnala Gauram Sitavasasam Spurat. Kirita Kayura Katitra Kankana. Prasanna Bhaktararo Nalochanam Vratam. Dadrasa Siddheshwara Mandalai Prabhu. Mataji's? Mrilana Gauram Reading from Śrīmad Bhāgavatam, King Chitraketu meets the Lord, Canto 6, Chapter 16, Text 13. Everybody can repeat after me. Mirale Mirnana Gauram. White like the fibers of the lotus. Sitivasasam. Wearing the garments of blue silk. Sprurat, glittering, Kirita, helmet, Kayuran, elements, Katitram, belt, Kankanam, with bangals, Prasanna, Vaktra, smiling face, Lochena, Aruna Lochenam, having reddish eyes, Vratam, surrounded. Dadrasa, he saw. Siddhi, Ishvara, Mandalai, by the most perfect devotees. Prabhu, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So upon reaching the shelter of Lord Shesha, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Chitraketu saw that he was as white as the white fibers of a lotus flower. He was dressed in blue garments and adorned with a brilliantly glittering helmet, armlets, belt, and bangals. His face was smiling and his eyes was reddish. He was surrounded by such exalted persons as Sanat Kumar. Srila Prabhupada ki. So Hare Krishna. There is no puppet, and so we can meditate on the whole text. Nityananda Radhurdhendur Vasudha Pranavallava Jana Vijivita Pati Krishna Preme Prada Prabhu Padmavati Sudha Śrīmad Chinandana Purvaja Vamatu Jagatratra Raktagora Kalivara Om Ajnana Trimandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurmiltamyena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah Sri Chaitanya Manobhistam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadayam Tadati Swapadantika Vandeyam Shri Guru Shridhapata Kamalam Shri Guru Navaishnava Shri Rupam Sagrajaitam Sagana Raghunatha Vaitam Tam Sajivam Sadavaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Pada Sagana Sri Lalita Vishaka Vitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesa Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrinda Vaneshwari Vishubhanu Sute Devi Pramani Hari Priye Vanchakalpatrubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Vecha Patitanam Pavanabhyo Vaishnavabhyo Namo Namah Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasati Gaura Bhaktivedanta Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Ram Narayanam Namaskritya Naranam Chaiva Narottama Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Udriyat Nasta Prayasa Vadresu Nityam Bhagavad Sevaya Bhagavatam Loke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistaki Evam Prasanna Manaso Bhagavad Bhakti Yogata Bhagavad Tattva Vijnana Mukta Sangasya Jayate Vidyata Hridaya Granthis Chidyata Sarva Sansaya Chidyanti Karmani Drishtavatmanam Ishvara Śrīmata Swakatam Krishna Punya Saravana Kirtana Hirdayantu Bhadrani Vidinoti Suritsatam Jayatam Surato Pangamama Mandamatirgati Matsavasya Padambuja Radha Madan Mohano Divyat Vrindaranya Kalpadrumadhya Śrīmad Ratnagara Sima Sanastu Śrīmad Radha Shila Govinda Devo Prestale Visevamano Marmami Srimanarasa Rasarambe Vamsi Vatatastito Karashan Venus Venir Gopi Gopinata Striya Istuna Panchatatvatmakam Krishna Bhakta Rupa Sarupakam Bhaktavata Bhaktyakhyam Namami Bhakta Shaktikam Namam Vishwadaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimati Tamal Krishna Goswami Namni Namam Vishwadaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakta Anta Swami Namne Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharani Nirvisesa Sunyavadi Pasha Dasatarani Śrīmad Bhāgavatam Purana Yamalam Yad Vaishnavam Priyam Yam Simbaram Hamsam Ekam Amalam Jnanam Tatra Jnana Vairagya Bhakti Sahitam Naiskarimam Aviskritam Takshranavasu Patan Vicharana Parabhakti Vimachena Naragantra Śrīmad Bhāgavatam Purana Ki Nigma Kalpataro Galitam Phalam Sukhamukha Damrita Drevam Pivata Bhagavad Rasamalaya Mora Rasikabhuvi Bhavuka Bolye Sukdo Goswami Ki Srila Prabhupada Ki So Hare Krishna. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity for today's Śrīmad Bhāgavad Katha, and as being depicted here by Sukdo Goswami in the 6th canto is how Chitraketu, as you all know, Chitraketu, at the name itself means Lord. Chitra means the picture. And this is all pictures because our subtle body, which is the mind, intelligence and false ego. The gross body, we always throw it out, but not the subtle body. It is the same subtle body which we are always carrying it. That's why in the dream we see lots of imaginations which are coming, which even we have not seen. As I was coming in the plane, I saw the clouds. I thought that maybe I was here one time. But probably I would have been an astronaut in my previous life, or maybe I was a demigod. Because it's the same mind, and the chitra goes there, and the mind becomes attached to it. So, at the back of my mind, all the chitras are there. Unlimited chitras. Because it's the same mind. Manahi manashyanam karanam bandha mokshaya. It is the same mind. So therefore, we have unlimited chitras in our mind. And it throws out, especially in the dreams. Sometimes it's a mixture of chitras are coming. And we are able to see some things which are eating, which is never eaten. Probably when I was in the animal kingdom that I have eaten it. Probably maybe I have been a demigod. Ambrosial nectar was drinking, which I haven't tasted, but in my dream I have tasted. How can it be possible? Because your mind was existing. This gross is only temporary. You cannot take it to the next birth. Therefore, Chitraketu, the meaning itself means the one which has unlimited chitras in his mind. In other words, pictures in his mind. And Chitraketu has 10 million wives. We are no less than Chitraketu. Probably we might have more than that. So, therefore, to go back to the spiritual world, in order to understand Supreme Personality of Godhead, we need to purify our mind and our senses. Because He is beyond the reach of our senses. Why? Because the senses is material. And He is totally spiritual. Om Purnamada Purnamidam. And we are just a part. We are a minute part. He is Swamsa, He is Bhivamsa, we are Swamsa. So since we are part, it is born to be in illusion. That's why the covering is there. And we need to throw out that covering. Therefore, as the jiva has entered this material body, which is made of 5 elements. Bhumi ano, Bhumi apo analo vayu kham, earth, water, fire, ether, air. And on top of it, then there is another 3 components, which is subtle, which we can't see, and which are very important. Mind, intelligence, false ego. So in this 5 gross, this 3 has entered. And in this 3, there is another body which has entered, according to Srila Prabhupada. That is called the Karan Sharin, where our desires are existing. And according to that desire, we are getting different bodies. Now, in that causal body, our desires, the chitras are there. And according to Bhagavad Gita, Ante kalecha mameva samaran muktava kalevaram. At the time of death, remembrance goes back to Godhead. But he also says, Yam yam vapi samaran bhavam tajate ante kalavaram. Tam tam eviti kunteya sadatat bhava bhava. At the time of death, whatever your consciousness is, will carry you to the next body. While dying, you have just thought about your wife. Next life, you have to wear the sari. Oh, you have remembered your husband. You have to wear the trousers. Because at the time of death, whatever you see yourself in it. Just like Bharat Maharaj. When he was dying, he was meditating on the Hiran. My deer, where's my deer has gone? And the deer went after the female deer. And then when he came, because he was burst by a bigger deer, and he was all in, totally he was distorted. Then he came back to his master. And then he was about to die. And Bharat Maharaj immediately, so my deer has come back. That was good that the Bharat Maharaj brought the deer from the sea. The river was flowing and the deer, that small baby, went inside and he quickly brought it. Very good. That's called parupkar. Put it on a lap. Very good. Feeding the deer. Very good. But why did you take it in your mind? That chitra went in the mind. Maya asakta manapartha yogam yunjan madasraya samsayam samargamam yata jijnasa takshurnu. Krishna tells Arjuna, Maya asakta, attach your mind only with me. Krishna is telling Uddhav, because Krishna is about to leave. Sri Krishna is about to leave, and all the demigods has come to Dwarka to tell Krishna, your pastimes has finished. Now you have to round up and go back. And Uddhav was able to sense it. And Uddhav came, Lord, you are going, so please take me. No, Uddhav, I cannot take you. You came alone, how can I take you? But you have unlimited births, you have become father. Unlimited birth, you become mother. Unlimited birth, you become son. Please, Uddhav, now totally meditate on me. Maya Sakta, Mana Partha. And how could that be possible? Maya Sakta, Mana Partha. Young, you come from bottom. Takshrunuva, listen from me. Yogam Yunjan Madasreya. Through the process of Bhakti Yoga, you link your mind with me and you purify your mind. Because there are so many chitras are there. Your fire of digestion has to be very strong. Urganti analoyatha. Nirgranti analoyatha. Your fire of digestion has to be very strong, that whatever you put inside, it should dissolve it. You put rice, should dissolve it. You put roti, should dissolve it. You put lasagna. What is your favorite? What? What is your favorite? Oh yes. So whatever you put lasagna, pizza, your fire of digestion has to be that strong that it should dissolve it. Whether you put dal, you put khichdi, you put anything. No, not chicken, no. Because Krishna says, Aham Vaishnava Bhuta Praninam Dehamasrita. I am the fire of digestion. The Homan Kund is there. You cannot put anything which is, Krishna is not asked for it. So whatever you put, he will digest. Provided your fire of digestion has to be extremely good. So it should dissolve. Our devotional service has to be that strong that it should dissolve all the materialistic pictures that has come into our mind. And if it dissolves it, this means your mind has become purified. And you are able to see Krishna in everywhere. Before Chitraketu coming to Vidyadhar and becoming the king of Vidyadhar, as we all know, he was involved into this materialistic life with so many wives. But before Chitraketu, we have to understand, he was Britasur. He was a demon. And his demon, where it came from? Vishwarup. Who is Vishwarup? Aditi and Keshav has 12 sons. And one of the sons is Twasta. Twasta's son is Vishwarup. The word Vishwa means universe. The word Vishwa means Vishnu. Hence, Vishwarup means one who is seeing Vishnu in every living entity is Vishwarup. So that is Vishwarup. And therefore, as we all know, Vishwarup, all the demigods used to come to him. He used to do the yajna, he used to get the Narayana Kavach. And Narayana Kavach, what is Narayana Kavach? Narayana Kavach is Brahma Vidya, who is able to see Krishna in every living entity. It's a Vaktra. You know, when the soldiers used to go to fight, they wear the Vaktra. And when they wear the Vaktra, this means they are protected. If weapons, anything comes, you are protected. Narayan Kavach is another Vaktra to protect you from lust, anger and greed, which are the Rakshas. Trividam narakshayidam kama krodha tatha lobh dwaram nasanam atma. These three, the demons, are sitting in our mind. There is nowhere it's, and sometimes it erupts. Anger comes. Now you are all in the mode of goodness. But when you go out and your shoes is missing, then you see the demon coming out. Where's my shoes? Who has taken my shoes? So the point is that, so all these demons are inside. We need the Narayana Kavach. And that is given by Vishwarup. Vishwarup is one. See, it's Brahma. Gyan is easy. If somebody is a Brahma Gyan, it's not hard. But to have a Brahma Drishta, that is difficult. To see Krishna in every living entity, to say, Narayanam ayam dhira, Pashyanti yam, Paramathina, Jagat dhanmayam lubda, Kamuka kamani mayam. Just like a lusty man, Kami, Purush, he always loved to see the woman. His eyes is always chakar makar. You know chakar makar? Very turbulent, restless. When I was coming from Fiji, the air hostess says, please, the plane is going through turbulence. So when the Nari goes there, then the turbulence. Oh, when the Purush goes there, then turbulence comes. So that is the lust is already there. Because why? He's seeing the body, he's seeing the dehe. He's not seeing the operator. Stavre jangam dekha na dekha tar murti. Sarvat ishtadev spruhati ada. So therefore it says, please don't see the body, see the operator. And once we see the body and recognize the person by the body, American, Aussie, Fijian, Negro, this means you are a Sudra class, Chamar class. And the discrimination begins. Therefore, there are two processes to attaining God. One is through the process of Gyan, and the other is Bhakti Yoga. One is Gyan Yoga, one is Bhakti Yoga. Gyan Yoga, there is one qualification you need to have, Vairag. Then you are able to attain God. Because Jnana, knowledge, it will only stay in the patra of Vairag. Just like the milk of the lion. You cannot keep it in a mud pot. Because it will break it out. It's so strong. You need to put it in a swaran quach. In the made of gold. So Gyan is there. Gyani we are every day. We are Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. But Vairagya Vidya Nija Bhakti Yogam Shaktikam Ekam Purana Purusham. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said Vairagya Vidya. Not only Vidya. That Vairagya is to come together. That knowledge will gonna stay back there. Otherwise, without that, the knowledge will run out. That's why Lord Shiva is the ceremony of Vairag. He stays in the cemetery. Yeah, he stays there. He puts the ashes of the crematorium. I mean, we put the powder, the makeup, and so many things, so many creams we put. Shivaji is putting all other things. Vairag, please, you don't do that. You won't be able to do it. Therefore, through the process of Jnana Marg is there, you can attain Krishna. But Vairag is there. The other one is Bhakti Marg. Bhakti Marg means totally absorbed your senses, mind, intelligence into Krishna consciousnus. Just like the gopis. Gopi, bhakti, pibanti, eti gopiya. Sarvyadi vinarmuktam tadvradvena nirmalam rishikena rishikesa. Through our senses, we serve the master of senses, Sri Krishna, who is Rishikesha. That is bhakti. And then the senses becomes purified. Otherwise, we are a Chitraketu. 10 million wives. Can you imagine? Because one baby never happened, another one. Keep on going. Last birth, Rita was my wife. This birth, Gita is my wife. Next birth, million times. Can you imagine if I ask one of you, where is your wife, the last birth? If I ask Nanda Maharaj, where is your last birth's wife? Oh, Prabhu, I don't know. Where is your children, the last birth's one? Oh, I don't know, Prabhu. We are just attached with this one. Listen, we have forgotten our past. And our future is going to come again. Due to the chitra we are putting in our mind. And that is going to give another body. Therefore, our vritti has to be Narayan vritti. We have to get that Narayan Kavach. And that Narayan Kavach is Brahmadrishta, able to see Krishna in everyone, just like the gopis. Vikratu kama khila gopakanya murari padarara pite chitta virte dadai mohakam avasat vasat govinda damo Dharmadaveti. When the gopis used to take the pots of milk, yogurt, and they should say, please, anybody would love to have yogurt. Lelo, yogurt. But instead of saying yogurt, say, Govinda lelo, Murari lelo. Why? Murari pada chitta vriti. Because their mind is at the lotus feet of Krishna. That's why instead of saying yogurt, they say Krishna. You will never say to your husband to please take Krishna. this is the coffee that I have made, caffeine free. Please take Krishna. No, you say, please husband, coffee, this is coffee for you. Narayana ayam dhira. When we are spiritualized, then we are able to see Krishna in every living entity. And when we see Krishna in every living entity, then we are happy in every time. We are in joyous. Because we are meeting Krishna every time. That's you loving him. So when your beloved is in front of you, then you become more happy. Gopis were happy 24 hours. Kans was also remembering Krishna 24 hours. Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. But he was remembering him in a inner antagonistic way. He was real antagonistic, opposite. So therefore, as we see here, and Vishwarup, as we all know, and then Vishwarup used to do the Narayan Kavach for all the demigods. And therefore they used to sit on the throne. Indra used to sit in the Swarga as a Raja. And all the demons went to Vishwarup, please, when you do the yagya, please also do for our side too. Some ahuti for the demons. Please put some ahuti there. And Vishwarup, as you all know, he's Brahmadrishta. Just like Sukhdha Goswami, yam pravajantam anupetam apetam krityam. He's like that. He's Founder-Acharya. He's not even wearing any cloth, he's going. And the girls were, Apsaras were bathing, and they saw Sukhdha Goswami still bathing. But behind him, his father, Dvaipanya Viraha Katara Juva. Dvaipanya Vyasadev running. And he's saying, Putra, Putreti Maya Taro Taroba Bhinnadas. Putra, please come back. Because 12 years he was in the womb of his mother. And his Paramahams. And he's going, his father is stopping, come back. As soon as you attain devotional service, the whole family ancestors will come and stop you. Please, keep me in your lap. Ye mera uncle ka beta hai, chota la, godi mein lulu, and we start the whole process again. Because last bit the smriti is there, we know how to do lulu. Just like Bharat Maharaj, when he went to the forest, and then the Hiran Bacha, small one, deer, and then when he brought it, and okay, so very small, okay, come here, experience, and he start to sing a song, Chanda Mama Durki, experience. Breath after bed, we have that experience. So therefore, as we all know, and then his consciousness, his vritti was Mirga, because he brought it to the mind. You keep him in the home, very good. You feed him, very good. Why are you keeping that chitra in your mind? If you keep that chitra in your mind, then you have to come back again. In your mind, the only chitra is Radha Ballabh. If Radha Ballabh is in your mind, you're not coming back. So body may be anywhere. Tasmat sarvesu kalesu mamanusaran yudecha. Sarvesu kalesu, kal means time, sarvesu means all time, mamanusaran, remember me. Krishna is saying, only remember me. Why? If you remember anybody else, you'll come back again. In this 84 lakh unit, you come back again. Therefore, and Vishwarup, as you all know, Vishwarup was doing yagya, and then in that yagya, what he is to do, he is to pour some obeisance to the Rakshas. Because he was Brahmadrishta. He was able to see Krishna in everyone. Just like Sukhdha Goswami, he was able to see Krishna everywhere. And the father, when he came, all the girls came out. And they wear their dresses. And father said, my 16-year-old boy is going. And when I came, I'm such an old person, why are they wearing all the dresses? And they came out of the river. Then he asked them. Then they say, because your son is a Brahmadrishta. A person who is a Brahmadrishta, there is no vasana, no vikar. But the person who is not a Brahmadrishta is full of vikar and vasana. Because he sees the body. And then body means lust. Body means, if you fulfill the lust, greed. If you don't fulfill, anger. It's all there. Kamyasya krodhyasya rajaguna samadbhava. Because we are in the modes of 3 modes of nature. And through Rajogun, the father of lust is Rajogun. As soon as you come in touch with Rajogun, it's ha 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 ha, and the calm comes into you. And that calm, where calm is, then the kal will come, the mrityu. So now we'll see Chitriketu, he is beyond that. He has observed himself into Krishna consciousness. He has observed into the meditation at the Yamuna Tattva through the mercy of Angira Rishi and Deva Rishi Narad. And once you come to the Brahmadrishta level, that means you're able to see Krishna, then the Kal cannot touch you. Otherwise, Kal will gonna touch you. So, and therefore Indra was angry because Vishwarup was paying oblations. And then immediately what happened? Indra became so angry and he took out his sword and he chopped his head. That's Brahmatya. Can you imagine? Even Indra did Brahmatya. Why? Because of the position. Position is very dangerous. We want to be the top. We want nobody to defeat me. That is our life. Somebody defeat you, you feel so sad. But here you'll see Vritasur is defeated and Indra is becoming victorious. A person who is defeated, he attains God. And a person who is victorious, he attains the material life. He is opposite, totally opposite. That's why it's such a beautiful narration. Prabhupada has brought this for our understanding. We always love to be victorious. But certain place, like Krishna in Vrindavan, he is defeated because love. And here, because once we are after perishable things, it's better we are defeated rather than attaining the imperishable thing. Vritasur was defeated because he wanted imperishable thing, which is the association of devotees, and he wanted Krishna. Therefore, when he was died, then 1 year totally, Indra has to run. And the Chandal form of that Brahman Hatya was after him. And he's running all angle. Then he went and took shelter in the lotus. And he was sticking up there. That stem. He was hiding there for 1 year. Then finally, all the rishis, Brahma and Shiva, they said, no, we have to bring Indra back. Because the region is empty, the throne is empty. And they decided to share the 4 sins, his share into 4 parts. Then one of them, the mothers also took it. That's why monthly, they are not able to serve Krishna directly. Indirectly, they are doing it. It's a nature. So mothers are so glorious. They are always there to stand, to take the dirty things. When the child is born, we were born, it is our mother who cleans us, washes us. Therefore, there were trees who were able to take. There were shepherds, they took it. And also the river, the water, the bubbles. They shared it. It was the Brahmatya which was shared. And then finally, Twasta, the father, Aditi and Keshav's son, Twasta, he was not happy because his son was killed. And he performed the yajna in order to produce a personality who will kill Indra. So, the devotees of the